So what you just watched is fully AI generated. The whole thing, the woman, the apartment, the metro, all of it. About 15 seconds of cinematic footage built across 2 days using Higgsfield Canvas. I want to walk you through how I actually did it because the process was fun and that's kind of the point. Quick context. Higgsfield Canvas is a node-based AI tool. If you've used any node-based system before, Convy, Blender, shader graphs, anything, the logic feels familiar. You drop nodes, connect them, generate. Honestly, I've seen node-based AI tools before. This isn't the only one. But what I liked about Canvas is that everything I needed was in one place. Character generation, image models, video models, environments, all running inside the same project. I wasn't tabbing between apps or losing track of what came from where. That's the part that felt good. Not a miracle, just clean. First step, building the character. I called her Mira. So I started by generating about 20 variations of her, different angles, different expressions, slight outfit changes, all from one base prompt chained together so they would look like the same person. Then I used those 20 images to train a Soul ID character. Took about 5 minutes, and honestly, I thought I would need it. Character consistency during a short cinematic matters a lot. If her face shifts between shots, the whole thing falls apart. But then I kept going, and for my storyboard generations, I just started feeding her reference images directly into each shot and nodes. And it works. The characters stayed consistent. The Soul ID wasn't really necessary for what I was doing. Then I realized something even better. I can just tag my character in the prompting section, just type her name, and Canvas pulls her in automatically. No reference image to attach, no chaining, nothing. Just tag and generate. Canvas clicked for me because that's the thing about a tool. You don't always know what feature you actually need until you've done it the hard way first. And that's the thing about Canvas. I want to make sure I get across. It's actually simple. You want an image, create a node, fit it a prompt. You can also fit it a reference image if you want. Pick your image generator. In this project, I mostly used Nano Banana 2 and GPT image. Depending on the shot, hit generate. That's the loop. Node, prompt, reference, model, generate. Connect that node to another node, you've got a pipeline. Connect 20, you've got a project. Now, about the prompts themselves, real talk. I didn't write all of these in my head. For the storyboard images, I used Claude to help me draft prompts. But for the final cinematic shots, the actual animated video clips, I built a structured prompt template first. Shot number, lens choice, camera motion, action, SFX, lighting, the works. Then I fed that template to Claude and asked it to follow the structure for each shot. That's how I got consistent cinematic language across 12 shots. Same template, 12 variations. I'll drop the template in the description so you can grab it. Next, environments. I needed a bedroom, a bathroom, a kitchen, a hallway, a metro, and finally an office. 6 locations that all had to feel like they exist in the same world. So I picked a single Pinterest image of a bedroom. That image became my visual anchor. Then I used Nano Banana inside Canvas to generate every other location in the language of that bedroom. Then I built the storyboard. 12 shots, 1 still image each before any animation. For each shot, I would attach my character reference, attach the environment image, write a prompt describing the action, and generate. Sometimes it nailed it on the first try. Sometimes I would regenerate 4 or 5 times. The biggest lesson, describe the moment, not the state. Sitting up in bed is a state. Captured mid-jolt with the blanket flying off her body is a moment. The model renders moments way better than the states. Then I animated each still using Seedance running inside Canvas as a node. The trick with the video models is less is more. They want to add motion everywhere, to the camera, to the background, her face. For a 145 beats per minute cut, I needed contained motion. So almost every prompt ended with the same instruction. Camera locked, background stable, face consistent. That phrase saved me probably 20 regenerations. One last thing, what happens after the AI generates everything? The video models give you clean footages, sometimes too clean. So I took everything into DaVinci Resolve and added 2 layers on top. First, camera shake. A lot of my shots, the run through the apartment, the chase to the metro, got an extra layer of handheld shake added in post. AI video is good at motion, but not always at raw handheld energy. A subtle shake on top makes the footage feels like it was actually shot with a camera in someone's hands instead of generating by a model. Big difference for less than 5 minutes of work. Second, color grading. I used Dehancer Pro for the final pass. It's a film emulation plugin, and it gave the whole sequence a unified cinematic feel. Same grain, same color size, same fall off across all 12 shots. That's the layer that turns AI footages into cinematic footage. The grade is the difference. If you've made it this far, the link in the description is a tracking link to try Higgsfield Canvas yourself. Canvas itself is free. You only pay when you actually generate. And the structured prompt template I mentioned earlier is in the description too. Free to grab. Whatever tool you use, describe the moment, not the state. Hit subscribe, and I see you in the next one.